Hey everybody, back with another fragrance review. This time I'm going to be taking a look at a fragrance from Guerlain, and this one is called Rouge Edp. Couple things here. First, I want to thank 𝗠𝗘𝗗𝗜𝗔 for sending me this fragrance. He sent me a few others as well to check out that I haven't tried yet, so I'm going to be rolling reviews out on those in the coming week or two. But again, big shout out to you for sending me these. I really do appreciate it. And as you can see by the title, I don't like this fragrance. I don't like it at all. And one thing people often ask me is, hey Dallas, why do you only do reviews on fragrances that you like? And there's a couple reasons. I really only stick to reviewing fragrances that I really enjoy and that I like. I have smelled quite a few fragrances that I just disliked altogether, in fact that I hated, like this one, and I usually refrain from doing reviews on those. And the main reason why is because people often get offended, triggered, and get their feelings hurt when it comes to fragrances. I know, what a surprise. But f it, people are gonna get offended no matter what I say, so I'm gonna go ahead and review this bad boy. And like I said, I think this shit sucks. So let's go and jump into it. I'm really regretting having to spray this on my hand again. So what do I get in the opening of Rouge Edp? Right off the open, I get a lemony rose combination. That lemon is sharp and piercing. I get a little bit of a leather smell and vanilla mixing together as well. That lemon kind of punching through all of it like a darting thing. That's so again, like I said, that lemon is very strong to my nose, and mixing with that vanilla and with that leather and even the rose, it does give it a little bit of a sweet, slightly creamy scent. It's a little bit woody as well. I really like the vanilla and I like the leather. I even like the rose, but for whatever reason, the lemon just completely puts me off. And I'm a big fan of lemon. Mancera Lemon Line, obviously a lemon-based fragrance. That's like the most prominent note. I really like that fragrance. And like I said, I like lemon. But in this case here, I just can't stand it. It's just such a weird mix, and it just doesn't sit right when I smell it. I feel like if I could tune that lemon out and maybe focus on the vanilla, on the leather, I feel like I would like it more. But like I said, for me, the lemon just completely throws it off. That's just not a good mix to my nose. Throwing citrus in there with the vanilla, with the leather, with the rose, I just don't like it. Also mixing with the fact that this fragrance reminds me of my grandparents. This did come out in 1965, so yes, it is dated smelling no matter what way you cut it. The dry down does get a little bit better for me. I pick up on some earthy green notes. I think there's patchouli in there, which is probably where that's coming from. There's some sandalwood, I think. So overall in the dry down, it does lose that sharp abrasiveness that it has in the opening, and it smooths out a little bit. It's a little bit more creamy, a little bit more sweet. Again, it's a little bit earthy, woody. Overall, the dry down is more tolerable than the opening to me. I still don't like it. I still don't like it at all, but the dry down is better and it's not as harsh and off-putting to my nose. And I will admit, the first time I sprayed this on, it was an instant scrubber for me, so I didn't make it to the dry down the first time I smelled it. But once I realized that I wanted to do this review, I had to force myself to go through it so I could actually give it a full wearing to actually test, you know, how it actually smells and the performance and things like that. So yeah, definitely was a scrubber for me at first, but again, like I'm telling you, the dry down is a little bit better. So now I'm going to go ahead and touch on the age range. So who is this more suited for? In my opinion, anyone under 40 years old or so should be avoiding this. I would say maybe even everyone under 50. It just, like I said, it's classic, it's dated smelling, and it just smells like an older gentleman. Not saying that's a bad thing. I know, again, I know this is a classic and this is probably a masterpiece to a lot of people, but for me, I'm young. I'm not gonna wear this shit. So I'm just telling you like it is. I don't think anyone under like 50 would really want to be reaching for this that often. If you like the scent, I'm not gonna, you know, if you like it, then just wear it. I don't care how old you are. If you're a 15-year-old and you want to wear this stuff, by all means go for it. I'm not here to stop you. But for me, I really would not ever see myself wearing this, especially at the age I am, and I don't think many other people around my age and even older than me would be wearing this as well. So now let's go ahead and talk about seasons. What seasons can you wear this? I would say it's more of an all year round scent, leaning towards the cooler months, maybe a transitional season type of fragrance like I talk about. So spring and fall, when it's a little bit cool in the air, it's a little bit nippy. I would see this working. But to me, this does have this signature scent, classic type of smell that you could wear this, again, like I said, as your signature scent all year round for pretty much any occasion. But again, if I had to pick like what type of weather it would be better for, definitely in my opinion more suited for the slightly cooler months. Again, when there's not as much heat in the air, it's a little bit brisk, maybe that's when I would wear it. But again, like I said, this could easily be one of those signature scents. Like if I was picking out a fragrance for like a 65-year-old guy who, you know, just wants one fragrance to wear and wants to smell classic and like a gentleman, I would recommend him this, and I'd tell him to just wear the damn thing whenever he wants. So let's talk about compliments, guys. Compliments, that's all we're here for, is compliments. Are you going to get any compliments from this? Probably not. Like I said earlier, anyone under 50, if you're wearing this, unless you're a super attractive, super confident, carry yourself like you're the fucking man type of dude, I don't think you're going to be getting compliments from this when you're under the age of like I said, like 50 or so. I just don't think it's going to happen. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be some people who comment and say, oh, I'm 27 and I've worn this and I've gotten laid 5 times, dropped 10 panties, gotten 10 compliments. Okay, that's great. But I'm just saying generally, I don't think it's going to do that for you. If you're looking for a compliment getter from Guerlain, definitely not this. But again, if you are an older gentleman, you're more mature, you're a classy guy, and you're wearing this, I think it could get you compliments. Is it going to get you compliments from young women? Probably not, but it's probably going to get you compliments from, you know, within that same age range that you are. Because again, it does smell classic. It does smell like just a gentleman's type of scent, like something that you would smell like on your grandfather or something like that. So will that work for you in that case? Yeah, I think it would. If you're after compliments, there are definitely better ones out there, and that should be pretty obvious. But again, as a classic scent like this, I think it would be great in that instance. But for most everything else, not so much. So talking about price, you can pick up like a 100 ml bottle of this for around $40–45 on FRAGRANCENET, which is, in my opinion, that's a fine price. You know, around that $40 to $50 range, $60 range is usually kind of that middle tier for designers, just kind of the average designer price. And I think that's a fine price for this. If you like the scent, then by all means, that would be a great price. You know, $44–45 for 100 ml. That's a good price. So definitely is very reasonable. And that is nice that it is relatively affordable like that, because if this is going to be your signature scent, you're probably going to burn through it pretty quickly. In that case, you will be buying, you know, a new bottle of it more often than if you weren't really wearing it as your signature scent and you were just wearing it every now and then. You probably only need one bottle. But like I said, in the case that you are using this as a signature scent, you're probably going to be buying more than one bottle in your lifetime. So the fact that it is affordable, again, is another reason why this would be a good signature scent. You know, if you like this scent and maybe you're an older gentleman. And the last thing I forgot to mention earlier, but I'll talk about now, the performance. The performance on this is actually really good. And again, that was one of those things that sucked for me because I couldn't get it off my hand the first time. I really had to scrub the shit out of it. But I mean, hey, so performance is good. Longevity, I got around 7, 8, sometimes 9 hours. Projection, I did find that it sat a little bit closer to the skin, which in this type of fragrance is perfectly fine. I don't see any issue with that at all. Like I said, it's a classic, mature scent. And this is the type of scent that you wouldn't want to be pushing out everywhere. This is one that you would definitely want to keep closer to your skin, and it's one that people would get whiffs of, you know, when you're passing by them or talking to them in conversation, you know, closer to them. Definitely more of that type of scent. It's not like some club banger, partying, hardcore Versace Aero scent that's supposed to project across, you know, the dance floor. This isn't that type of fragrance at all. So with all that being said, I think the performance for this is great. I wouldn't change anything about it. It lasts plenty long, and it projects just enough to where it does give people a little bit of a taste of what you're wearing, but only when they get a little bit closer. And it also leaves a good scent trail. So if you walk past someone or a group of people, your scent trail will be, you know, linger in the air and smell great. So overall performance, I think it's great. I wouldn't change anything about it. Definitely spot on for this type of scent. And that's gonna do it for my review on Guerlain Habit Rouge EDP. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this review. Hopefully you guys enjoy the scent. I really don't, like I said, but I did try to review it as fairly as I can. Hopefully you guys got, you know, an idea of what this smelled like. And I know there's probably going to be people out there saying, oh, you don't appreciate the scent, you don't appreciate this masterpiece, this classic from Guerlain that came out in 1965 and just a masterpiece, 10 out of 10. You just can't appreciate it. You can't appreciate it. And you're right. So that's going to do it for this review, guys. If you enjoyed it, leave a like. Also, don't forget to subscribe, turn on post notifications so you don't miss when I post. And that's it for me. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.